Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Wednesday was a great little TV show put out on Netflix that my daughter and I love to watch. I'm kind of an Addams Family fan, and so is she. So when they had this series centered right on Wednesday, who's a young female-centric character, my daughter and I just binged the whole thing and now are waiting season 2. In the meantime, we picked up the card game version of the show. And boy, does this game drip theme. I mean, it just looks like a Wednesday game. It has all the little, thing is in there. It has all the little things. The best you can do with what's really just a light card game, right? But you're going to be playing cards out and choosing them based on scenarios as they go. It's almost like a you pick, I slice type of mechanic here sometimes, but you're not always picking cards for yourself. Sometimes you're picking it for other people. And based on what values are out, there'll be things that you'll be computing in your head, like, okay, I want to play this card because it'll match up with that, and I might trick somebody in. And there's the in-color cards. The colored cards are worse for you because, of course, she likes black and white, so the black and white cards are worth positive points. It's a very fun little experience. Now, it's not going to bowl you over. It's not going to go through everything in the Wednesday show and make you feel like you're playing the show. Of course not. It's a card game. But this is a pretty strong card game. I like this card game, and I think the attachment of the IP on it adds a little bit to us because we like the IP. I think some of the things they've included, like I said, like the color cards versus the black and white cards, and the things going to be in there. These little things kind of nudge it towards more of a Wednesday experience and one that we had a good time with. The card game itself, if you don't like Wednesday at all, yeah, the card game is a fairly decent little light card game. I would say it's above mass market. It's much better like Uno and that kind of Skippo and that kind of stuff that you would get. We had a blast with it. Like this game quite a bit. Wednesday the card game is one I recommend for you. Here's Wednesday the card game. So when you open this up, it is going to pop out like so. It has a really cool little colored and black and white. And it's going to pull out like this, and this will be your cards and your rule book. So it's a really cool opening. And it closes right back in. It's really neat. You get a first player card, and you're going to get some round cards that will be used during the game. And you'll use a number of these based on how many people are playing the game. You're going to have these cards. Now, there's no still, so everything is unique artwork. Some of them be black and white, because Wednesday likes black and white, and those are positive points. Anything with color is a negative point, so you're going to have a deck of cards. So the components are really, really nice. There's no finish on them, a little thin, but the game is only like $8 or something. So the unique artwork and the look of it and the IP, very good set of cards here. Here's the rule book. This is, the rules are good. It has a scoring example in the back. You can go through it. You can see examples and pictures as you go through. It's really good. It's just weird that it's so thin. It reminds me of a Game Boy book that used to be picture of setup, and all the components are listed out. So the rule book's actually really good. If you just read through it, maybe 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, you'll be able to learn how to play without any issues. So the first player is going to become Wednesday. Everybody's going to get dealt 3 cards, and after you have your 3 cards, you will have a draw deck here. Now you'll have round cards, always have a first round and a final round, and then you'll use a number of middle round ones that will kind of just change up the rules just a bit for each round, depending on the number of players. So for the first round, you're going to choose a card for yourself. That means each player is going to take a card in their hand, and they're going to play it face up. And once you have a number of cards face up for all the players, you're also going to have one that's kind of drawn off the top of the deck. Then Wednesday will take all of these cards, take a look at them, and Wednesday will add 1 card from their hand also. So you have a series of cards here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to lay the cards out. It'll be here on the round thing. It'll tell you. You're going to lay them out in any order, face down, small to high. So the 3 is going to be in this way. So people kind of know all the cards but one that are out there. They don't know where they're at. So like the ones, these will be face down, will be here, but you don't know in what order, and the higher ones will be down here. So then what each player is going to do based on this, in this round, they'll choose a card for themselves, choose a card for any player. That means you're going to end up with more than one. Choose a card, give it to the player on your left, right. Don't reveal until the end of the game, and choose a card for yourself at the end. So basically what you do is you'll take a card, and this will go into your scoring pile. So this would be a negative point. Somebody else might take this one. Oh, they got a negative point also. And Wednesday will always pick last. So this player got that. And then Wednesday will take the remaining cards, choose one to keep, to go in her scoring pile, and the other one will go on the bottom of the deck. Now you continue to do that until the game is over, and you go through a number of rounds. You have a set of cards. So it's pretty easy to score up. The colored ones are negative. The positive ones are or the black and white ones are positive. This can have 4 and 4. I would score 0 points. The only other little scoring thing is these thing signs that'll be on the 1 cards. And whoever has the most of these will get 3 additional points. And whoever has the most points is the winner of Wednesday. Who should buy this game? Obviously, if you're a fan of Wednesday, this is a game that you're going to want. It's not going to make you feel like you're in the universe per se, like you're not going through the TV show. But man, whenever they could put theme in, they really did a good job of integrating the IP into the game, from the look of it to the feel of it, etc. Even decisions that you're making. They did a pretty good job on that. With that said, if you don't like Wednesday, maybe it'll go down a point or so. I still think you get a solid card game. It plays quick. It's really fun to pick up and play, and you can play with nearly anybody. So for us, this has been a big win, one I highly recommend, and one I think you should take a second look at, especially if you're a fan of Wednesday.